What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Trouble here. Um, I am making a video to help somebody out, uh, looking into their march size and their troop composition and stuff like that. We are in Kingdom 28, which is an older kingdom, and look at this beautiful castle skin right here. I had to get a snapshot of it, and just an awesome castle skin. Um, I guess it's not really available to us in 1092. I think it's from the gold chest or something like that. So they must have been running this event for a while. Um, One of the first things that I noticed, I already recalled him, but I noticed that he was farming with T10 troops. Now, I don't know if this is a kingdom at war, but I never farm with T10 troops. I always make some. I built like 200,000 T2 siege engines just to farm with, because if they get injured, all I got to do is if I don't want to heal them, I just dismiss them, and then I use my next ones. But anyways, he's wanting me to make a troop composition for him, and I noticed that he's got his cavalry and archer and infantry at P4 and his siege engine factory at P3. His drill grounds is P3, so that means that his march size is going to be very small. So we're going to have a limited amount of troops to work with. I don't know if he's been zeroed recently or whatever, but this is his equipment. I'm not sure which one is his marching. And I noticed something too. They have 3 attribute purifications. I don't know if you can unlock it now in 1092 or what, but I've never seen it, so I'm gonna try it on my castle and see what happens. I don't know if you can unlock it, how hard it will be to unlock it, and I'm rushing to the charger right now. But anyways, this is his hero. I think that this is the one that he uses on his castle, and I guess he's been watching my videos, so this is going to be the one that he's been using for attack. He's got the angel ring, which I'm sure that he's getting ready to maybe bring up to level 30, or he's trying to bring to level 30. But yeah, he's got a decent start going. He's a grinder. I don't want people to spend a ton of money on this game like I have and several others. This game is a money pit. The more that you spend, the more that they're gonna want. So, I respect the grinders. I really do. So he is doing very well for a grinder. He does spend a little bit. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But anyways, I see he's got these level 20 epic leather boots. He should either try to turn those into gold, or maybe he might be saving up for the Lord 43 boots, because he is currently Lord level 42, and he's getting there. He's getting close. So anyways, this is his equipment. He's got his equipment aimed mainly to archer attack. So what I would do, which is good for a P5, but he has not got P5 troops, and his dragon glass is based on archer attack. What I would do is, the first thing that I would do if I was him is I would go into my dragon glass and I would take my level 25 and I would purify it to get the maximum march size. I wouldn't worry about an archer attack on my level 25 glass. And then, like, if I was sending, I wouldn't purify this anymore, but then I would send this out. As soon as I sent my troops to march, I would come in and I would, boom, activate that. That way you get the march size and the archer attack. So that's what I would do. But anyways, as of right now, he's got a march size of 139,000. I already did a little bit of a troop composition right here. He had a kind of wacky troop composition, which is, you know, he wasn't running very many berserkers or anything like that. But you got to understand that your berserkers and your T7 infantry are your cushion. They are your cushion for, if any troop dies, those are the first ones. Those are your first line of defense. Those are your first line of offense on an attack. So what they're going to do is they're going to die first. You've got, and it's going to save you troops, because would you rather build, say you hit somebody and you lose everything except for, you lose a lot of troops. You're going to lose a ton of berserkers. You're also going to lose a little bit of these of the rest of the troops, but you're going to lose a ton of berserkers. Now, say you only have 12,000 berserkers marching like you used to have. Your berserkers would die. A lot of your divine knight would, and then your marksman would die, because it goes in waves. So you want to keep a decent cushion, and you always want to work on your infantry training speed, because those are the ones that you're going to train the most of. Infantry and archer are going to be the ones that you're going to want to train the most of. So I looked back on his reports, and this is after I made this. He's got a strong archer attack. So what I would do is I would 17,000. I would probably do 17,000. Then I'd do 28,000 of the archer. So he's preparing very well for going to P5. I would also, as soon as I can, I would get my march size bigger. This and I would try to gain more power. I know that it's hard, because if you're a grinder, you got all these things that you got to do all at once and stuff like that. But yeah, take one thing at a time. And the halberdier, you were marching like 1,500 of them. You need to march more halberdier. The pike have a buff now, so your pikemen are going to get more kills. And I know that you don't have a real strong infantry attack, but your infantry attack is heading up there, and you want to focus on infantry and archer attack. That's what I would do. So whenever you attack, you're gonna get more kills out of your infantry and archer right now. Your cavalry are gonna be your main line of defense. They're gonna help defend your castle and stuff like that. I'm trying to look for a decent example of what you might have marched. Let's see. It looks like he mainly joins in Dragon Campaign. Yeah, this all probably happened in Dragon Campaign. I don't see any real good battle reports, but I'm gonna look at another one. Let me see. I saw one where it was a siege failure or something. Where is it at? Siege defeat. Okay, so he attacked somebody. Looks like he kamikaze, but his infantry attack, his cavalry attack, and his archer attack are all above 200%, which is well on their way. They're doing that's pretty good. I think he might have used he used Jared, and his Jared is coming up. It's level 36. He needs to get it to 40. That way he can build some decent equipment with archer and infantry attack attached to it. He's gonna have, so his stats are higher in infantry and archer. So what he's gonna want to do is he's gonna want to send heavy infantry and heavy archer attack, like the pikes and the marksmen and the T6, T8 longbow. I kind of quit sending T9 archer because they never get any kills for me. I don't understand why. They never get any kills, but they always die. Um, so I quit sending those, but they're a decent defense troop, so I would keep them in my castle. But anyways, this right here, I would send, heavy archer and heavy infantry. Um, on the battle report, it shows that he got a decent amount of kills. I mean, he lost, so he's gonna get a lot less kills. I mean, he didn't do too well. So on the battle report, how many troops did he sent? 183,000. It looks like his siege and his archer got the majority of the kills, which is kind of hard to go off of. He he attacked a very powerful castle, probably 20 million power. Anyways, I would honestly I would keep it at about this, and then I would adjust it as I went. If you attack a castle and you are getting a lot better kills out of your divine knight than your marksman, I would choke back maybe 2 or 3 thousand on the marksman and add on the divine knight. And same goes with the mighty trebuchet and all that. But you've got to set a decent layer. I put windless men in there because I don't know if maybe it might work better in your castle. Um, Everybody's castle is a little bit different, the science and everything. You might want to make some more eagle archer because you're gonna have 1,000 of them in each march. I put these in there, 1,000 of each. That way you would have a little bit of cushion, and your high level troops, I don't know why those are in there, but your high level troops will not die so quickly. So these will be easier to replace instead of replacing T10s, which those are ridiculous on mithril and food consumption. But anyways, yeah, that's what I would send right now, and then I would make my adjustments little at a time and see what works for me. So that's about it. I'm in his castle building stuff right now. But yeah, keep working on your cavalry or your cavalry on your archer and your infantry buildings, because those are going to be the first ones that you're going to want to take to P5. That's going to be your first main line of defense and your main line of offense. On your castle, the cavalry and the siege engines would probably be next. More so the siege engines than the cavalry, but I would definitely focus on getting your drill grounds to P5 and working on your march size. I know right now you don't have the power to send a lot of troops out, but whenever you do get your troops to get your archer and infantry to P5, you're gonna have a lot less siege failures or siege siege failures and defense failures. So you're gonna do a lot better. But anyways, that's my video. I hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe. I hope I was able to help this man out. Thanks. Peace.